Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday. Excited to share another set of summer toes with you that match this set of nails. But for starters, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell underneath that so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Share on this channel to help it to grow, and definitely shoot me a thumbs up. Now, let's get started with reading our words of Jesus for women first, and then we'll get on to the Tootsie Tuesday toes. Today we are on Stay Focused, Luke 9:62. Luke 9:62. Jesus replied, "No one who puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom of God." And it goes on to say, Satan doesn't want you to stay focused. Sometimes life is hard. Jesus knows that you set your heart to serving him, but then something pulls your attention away. Satan whispers doubts, or you begin to question things, or a crisis grabs your attention. Before you know it, your heart has wandered away from trusting God. It's a daily, no minute by minute choice to stay focused on knowing, loving, and serving God. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Read his word. Hang on to him with both hands. Both hands, you guys. Hold on to him. If one hand is pulled away, hang on even tighter until your feet are firmly placed on the rock of trust once again. What a great verse, you guys, and a great analogy. You know, we go through that. The Satan is going to whisper in our ear. We go through crisis. We go through doubts. We go through hard times where our attention is pulled away. But what is he saying here? It is a daily, no minute by minute choice to stay focused on knowing him, loving and serving him. If you stay, right here it says, keep your eyes on Jesus. Read his word. Hang on to him with both hands. Don't give up. When you give up and walk away for even a day or two, your life is so different. It doesn't mean you lose your salvation. You're still making it to heaven. But the devil can really come in and destroy things. So when times are the hardest, that's when Jesus is going to carry you through it. But he wants you to stay focused, to pray to him, to obey him, to give it to him. Ask him to take the wheel. Let go and let God. Always, when you are having hard times in your life and crisis and things that pull you away from God, grab on as tight as you can and ask him. And also say to yourself, let go and let God. I can't do it, God. I need you to take the wheel. And he will, but don't give up on him, because that's the only way. We were talking about it last night, me and my husband. How does anybody live life without God? I don't know how they do it, and they're not doing it. They're not. They're just definitely not doing it. We need God. We need him every single day, not just one day, not just a few times a week. We need him every day, every waking moment. That's why I say start your daily day off, when you wake up, get right on your knees instantly. Do I do it every day? No. But get on your knees instantly if you think about it and thank him for waking you. A quick thank you for waking me, God. And then try to read the Proverbs of the day. When you get a chance, get on your knees and pray. Just give, pray as much as you can. Sometimes when I read the verse yesterday for Monday, sometimes when God doesn't answer a prayer that we're asking for is because he knows once he gives it to you, he's making you wait a little bit. Because once he gives it to you, he knows in his heart you're going to walk away for a little bit and he won't hear from you for a while. So that's why sometimes prayers don't get answered right away. Don't let go. Grab on tight to the Lord and don't let go, because that's when the devil can come in and he can steal your joy. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's it. Don't let him. Don't let him. Grab onto God and hold on as tight as you can. The bottom says, "Dear Father, it's hard to stay focused on you." Wait, am I on the right one? Yeah. Because it was called Stay Focused. Dear Father, it's hard to stay focused on you. I know sometimes it's Satan that sneakily pulls my attention away, but I confess that sometimes it's just me. I'm not thinking of you at all. I'm sorry, Lord. Please forgive me and help me to be stronger. In Jesus' name, amen. That's a great one to pray for. Sometimes it is just us. Sometimes it is just us that pulls away. We just say, I don't need God today. I just don't have time for him today. Don't ever think that in your heart. We need him every day. Without him, we can't do anything. But with him, what is it? Philippians 4:13. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And that means even getting us through the tough, rough times. Can't have the storm or the rainbow without the storm. So we got to weather the storm sometimes. So yeah, just grab on a hold and don't let go, and pray and ask God to forgive you for sometimes walking away. Even I got to ask for forgiveness. God, I'm sorry. I know I was supposed to do so much for you and I got so busy, but we should never be too busy for him. And I tell him, I'm sorry. I do. God, I'll give you more time. Help me, God, to give you more time. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual. Reading the Holy Bible. Get a precious relationship with Jesus alone in a room or wherever you like to go to spend quality alone time. You can call it your war room, your warrior room, your prayer room, whatever you want. Find a special spot that you love to pray and open up the scriptures and read it. But then just also read it throughout the day and spend time with your family reading the scriptures. Read the scriptures alone. Read it with your husband. You know, just always live on your knees. Billy Graham would say, once you become a Christian, live on your knees. It doesn't mean we constantly could live on our knees because we have things going on. You have to work and we have our kids to take care of and all that. It just means really give yourself to God constantly, all the time. And when you feel like you're falling, God, help me. Please take the wheel. God, I need you. Give it to God. Always give it to God. And open up this book. Blow off that dust. And read it and get your salvation today. I hope you got it today. If you did, write it down because you're bound for streets of gold, bound for heaven, heaven bound. Who doesn't want to be heaven bound? All right. I hope you guys enjoyed those verses. And just remember, he's always there. Always, always, always. The footprints proves it. When the guy thought that he wasn't there, when he was going through the hardest time of his life, there was only one set of footprints instead of two. That's because Jesus was carrying him. So grab a hold of God and don't let go. Hold on tight and give him as much as you can. And if you fall, tell him you're sorry. His mercies are new every day. He's merciful, loving, and kind, and his mercies are new every single day. All right, let's get started on this Tootsie Tuesday set of toes that match this set of nails. I love them. Everybody take care. God bless, and I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. And of course, as always, can't wait for you to see the Wear It Wednesday outfit that matches. Hi, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for this week's Tootsie Tuesday Summer Toes. We've got some red toes with daisies and a yellow accent toe with greenery, all done with stamping plates, freehand flowers, and crystals. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday. Getting ready to do some more summer toes. And like I said in my nail video, right now it definitely looks like summer toes. It looks like ketchup and mustard, and we just need a hot dog with it. But it completely changes and will look like this when it's done. We're going to do this to match now, and the big toe will look like this. It will have the stamping behind it. It's hard to see that leaf work against that red compared to the yellow, but it'll have that leaf work and then the white daisies with the crystals on the big toe. And then we've got just one done with the yellow. I always do the toes a little bit different, but they always match. You'll have one of the yellow on each one like that with some of this scroll work that I'm going to stamp on, and hopefully it'll work. I had some trouble in my nail video. Hopefully it'll stamp okay. And then the rest of them, I might do an accent with a daisy. And then I think I'm going to leave these two alone. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the last two toes. Like I said, I always do the toes just slightly different. And being little, I don't think you're really going to see the greenery behind it. And to do the daisies on it, I might be able to put daisies on all of them. You guys would have seen the front cover, so you already know what I did. But just, you know, I always wing these ones. So this is what I got so far. Let me go over the supplies. For the yellow and red, because of course, again, as always, some people don't watch the nail video, but it's all the same supplies. So the red one here is the LA Colors from Dollar Tree, which is called Snappy. It's a beautiful, just regular red, a red. And then this one here is the Triple Shine Sally Hanson. And the color is Lemon Shark. A beautiful yellow, kind of a mustard yellow, or just like your regular color crayon yellow. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So those are the two colors I did there. And then I dried it up with the Seche Vite Dry Fast, because if you've seen the video on Monday, I was able to use that acetone and clean up any work that got messed up a little bit real quick. When you have a top coat over it, just kind of protects it, so you quickly can just wipe off a stamp design, or acrylic paints can be wiped off with 91% rubbing alcohol. So I topped it off with the Seche Vite. Then I'm going to be stamping, and I'll be using 2 plates, and hopefully this is going to work out, because I still have not got, I'm doing the nails on the same day. I didn't get the good acetone. This acetone here I get from Dollar Tree. I told you a few weeks back that I get one that I absolutely love for $1, and they don't even make those anymore at my Dollar Tree. I hope they have them at other ones, but this is the new one, and it is crap. I don't know if the regular one is okay, but the 100% acetone is sticky, icky. It's just really bad. It's not even letting me stamp correctly, because I have to wipe the plate off. You do have to use acetone to wipe it off. Maybe I could use just regular acetone, but I don't have any. But I'm going to go to Sally's and get my acetone now, the 100% acetone, because these are crap. Or I'm going to look at other Dollar Trees to see if they have the original one that I love so much. But anyways, yeah, this is the one that I'm talking about, so don't buy that one. I'll be working with these 2 stamping plates here. Here is the name of this one here, the company. And I'll write it down below. It's EJB02 is the plate. And I'm going to be working in this area right here. I love this leaf work right in here. So I'm going to be working with that with this green one here by Spoiled. And it is called Green to Be Heard. That's the name there. And it's a beautiful kind of, well, on the yellow, it doesn't look as deep, but it's a forest green. It's really, really pretty. It's not a, like a Christmas green. It is definitely, or maybe kind of a Christmas green, because it's kind of a forest green, but it is a little lighter than it looks in the bottle. But on the red nails, it looks darker than it does on the yellow. And then, of course, I'll need white that I'll be working with this plate. And that's the company there. I'll write it down below for you again. It's plate number 05. And I got it from Wish. This was from Amazon, this company. This is from Wish. You get a bunch of them in a little pouch it came with. And I will be working with the daisies right here. I need those daisies right there. Now, I didn't like them when I was doing them. First off, they weren't stamping on correctly, but I noticed I didn't like the openness of them. So I do fill them in. So if it doesn't stamp on my toe and on my pinky toe, or the smaller toes, I am then going to just freehand the daisies, because I can freehand daisies really easy. Even if I just get half of the image, I can figure out how to do it. But if I can't, I'm just going to, if I can't get it on the plate and I'm just having trouble on the stamper itself, the stamper, jelly stamper that I'll go over here and show you. If it's just not coming off, then I'll just freehand it. But I will work with these if I can, and it'll be this white one here I get from Dollar Tree. It's LA Colors, and it's just called Energy Source, the white. If that one doesn't work, I was also working with this one, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. It is definitely the acetone when I wipe the plate off. I'll use this jelly stamper I got from Wish, and then I could take the bottom off for you guys, because there's a bottom one too. There's the jelly part there, and then you guys can see through a lot easier through the plate like that. So that's what I do for you guys. I just pull it off. But you're just using the smaller one. Got that from Wish. And I'll be using the Born Pretty scraper. I also got that from Wish, and I did finally clean this up a little bit. It was really, really bad. I will use acrylic paint, just the white, to go through the flowers like that so that they get the nice, boldness of them, because I didn't like when they were stamped. If you see Monday's video, you'll see that it's just not enough. You definitely need them colored in so you see the daisies a lot better. And then, let's see here, what am I missing? The stones, let me show you that. I'll be putting on these Sawarski crystals, and there's 2 shades in here. There's a really bright yellow and kind of a mustard yellow. I'll be using the mustard yellow to go in the center of the daisy. And I'll be using this glue. It's a brush-on glue I get from Sally's. I like the brush-on. Right now I've been learning that I like it better. Then I don't have to put any glue out on a palette and use the orange wood stick. I can just use the brush right out of the bottle and dip it right where I need it. So it works better. Just make sure you kind of rub around, though, as you're getting it out in case it's too thick. So just kind of go around like this before you do it, and then, put it on. It works a lot better. You don't got to ruin any. I'm ruining all these covers and everything, and all these, doesn't matter about the orange wood sticks, but yeah, it's just easier not having to do that, because then you don't have that little point on the end of the glue collecting. So I use that to put them on, and then I will top everything off with the Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat. So we're going to get started. Oh, and then of course, when I'm wiping off the stamper plate, use tape or use a lint roller. Never, ever, ever use acetone to wipe off your jelly stampers, unless it says you can. I've always been told you can. It'll ruin your jelly stampers. So any stampers you use, don't use acetone. Maybe you could use that's 100% acetone. Maybe you could use a non-acetone, but I wouldn't think you could. I would use tape or a lint roller. They both work really, really good, just to take off the image if you have any, once it's done, you have a little bit left over. That's how you clean it. That should be everything. So I'm going to get started here, and I'll get something done, and I will return. So far, it's stamping okay with the green. That one is working out fine. I don't know if, like I said, if it's the white paint that's having trouble, if it's the other plate itself, if it's the acetone. I believe it's the acetone. I don't know, but it's working fine with this plate. So I don't know, but I've got it on every finger. I did decide to do every finger, and I'm going to draw in here so you can see a little bit better. But I got to move things around here because I do have my gloves on, and it's a lot harder to draw in unless I'm touching it. So let me draw in here, and then I'll back up so you can see. But it's on every toe, if you see that. I hope you can see that. Over the red, it's so much harder to see. So I am going to do a daisy on every one, just a really tiny daisy freehand. I'm going to freehand that one. I don't think on this plate that there is a small daisy. Well, maybe there are some tiny ones in here. They're not really a daisy though. I don't know. Maybe I could just get some of these images. I'm not sure. They're kind of a daisy. Maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll just freehand. I'll probably freehand it. But anyways, I am going to try to use the stamping plate to do it. But you see, I've got it on this one already stamped on, and that's where the daisy is going to go. And then, of course, we've got the green stamping on the yellow. So I left these 2 fingers open to show you. All right. So let's get lined up here. Okay, let me fold this over, and we'll turn it this way, just so that I want everything lined up in here so you see it good. Okay. Put this in the image here so you can, or in frame here. Right. Back up a little bit. All right, right there. All right, and I'm going to clean it off quick. Like I said, it seems to be working okay with the green polish. I don't know if it's a white. I've had trouble before with the white, but I used like 4 different ones and it wasn't working, and it was getting really tacky and sticky. So I really believe it is the acetone. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start with getting some of this image going up a little higher, just because it's the big toe, but it is smaller. You know, the image is smaller than like my long fingernail, so we don't need as much. So we're going to scrape that, and then we're going to go ahead and stamp it on. And there it is right there, the image. Very beautiful. But I do want to take off that little flower. I took it off in my nail video as well. I don't want that in there. And we'll kind of look around. I think everything else looks good. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this onto the big toe right here. And then hopefully you'll be able to see through as I do it. I'm just going to kind of go at an angle like that. Hopefully you guys can see this. I hope you are seeing this. Hopefully. Let's see if I can move this down just a little bit more for you. Just go like this and just roll it on. And then lift it up, and there's the image. Beautiful. And the plate is, or the stamper is clean, but I'm still going to use tape just to get any excess off. I just use the blue tape here, and I just go like that. Okay? All right. Now, I need to do the yellow one. Now, the yellow one will be smaller, the image, so I don't need as much. I'm going to clean it off again. And then we're just going to get just a smaller portion of it, and I want really the swirl. I like the swirl here, and a little bit of the leaves. So we're just going to get a smaller portion of it right there. And then scrape it. I'm going to scrape one more time just because it's a little bit wet. And then we're going to pick up the image. Now, I do want to take some of this image away that we won't need. I won't need anything around. Let me get up close here so you guys can see this. I won't need this stuff around here. Just be very careful when you're doing it because it could pull the whole image. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that leaf off because you don't need too much on a small toe like that. All right. Now, let's move this stuff over. You got to do this quickly, though, because on the plate it also dries on the... on the stamper. So now I'm gonna, that one's going that way, so this one I'm gonna go this way with it and just set it down and roll it. Hopefully you guys are seeing this as well, maybe a little bit better on the yellow toe. And then just push down, and any spot that you see a little bit, you can use tape to get it off. It does work, or you can use the acetone. All right, there you go. Isn't that cute? Of course, let's go ahead and clean this off. And we're going to switch around now. We're going to clean this off, and we're going to switch plates, and we're going to work on the daisies. Like I said, I'm going to attempt to do it with the plate and then fill it in like I did before. But if it doesn't work, then I'm going to freehand them. So let me back away here. Again, I'm using a glove, so it's so hard to do it with a glove. Let's see. Okay. All right, so let me get the daisies going, and hopefully I can stamp them. If not, I can freehand them just as good. In fact, probably better. I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, so we're coming along here, and I did have to do it freehand, but you see the daisies are beautiful. I just wish I would have done it freehand, even on my fingers, because I could have placed them a little bit differently since the daisies were so much bigger. I actually could have placed them a little bit different and showed more of that green background like I can on the toes, because I could place them differently. I almost wish I would have done the fingers that way, but they're still beautiful, so it's fine. But anyways, I even did it on all the toes. As you see, there's one on every toe, even the baby one here. Got a little one there. That cute. Got a little one here. So I've got the little daisies, but I did leave a couple open to show you how I'm doing that. I don't know, like I said, it's either the acetone, it's the polish, but I've stamped with those polishes before, or it's that particular plate. But it definitely has something to do with the acetone, because it even is weird when I'm cleaning these brushes, the Robin Moses brushes I'm using, And their robinmosesnailart.com is how you order it. I have her link down in my box if you'd like to go to her YouTube page and then order them. They would be in her information box. But anyways, they're even ruining like my brush when I do the acrylic, when I put the acrylic on my nails to clean it, like you put it in acetone to clean off the acrylic itself, and it just, melts off of the brush, from inside the brush. And it was like really tacky inside there too. So it definitely is the acetone. That is one of the problems. But I don't know why the green was working so good. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to dip in here. I just need a little bit of paint because we're going to just do a small one over here. And I'm going to actually do this one over in this corner. And how you do a daisy is you just set the brush down and give it a little push. Wait a minute, there's not enough paint on the end here. Wipe off a little bit. Okay, just give it a little push in the center and then come to the middle. And we're doing this really tiny, you guys. This is so tiny. All right, so we're kind of just doing these little petals. And if that's kind of a big amount of paint there. So just set it down, come to the center, set it down, come to the center, set it down. And you want to have 6 petals and set it down and come to the center. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you see it's a daisy. All right, now let's go ahead and now we can do a little bit of bigger ones, but I'm going to figure out, I got something on this brush here. Hang on a second. I think a piece of hair. Okay, all right, so we're going to get the paint again, wipe a little bit off, and wipe a little bit off. All right, here's my palette, by the way. It's just the white paint there. It's a really bad palette. All right, I'm going to do one up in here. See, I can place it better and not go over the green, and I wish I would have done the nails that way. But when you stamped it, the design was bigger. I could have done the daisies smaller. So just push and lift so it, it brings it a smaller to the center. Yes, there is a piece of hair on here. Hang on a sec. Let me clean this and make sure this hair is off of here. Okay. All right. Again, get the paint, and then you just want to set it down and push and pull to the center. And again, what you're doing is putting more pressure to the end of the petal and then lifting as you come. All right. And then I'm going to do it again over here. And we got to do all of them going the same way. I hope you can see this okay. All right, I'm going to kind of turn the brush a little bit now. Come that way. And they don't have to be perfect, you guys. Remember, this is just a daisy. A painted daisy, so you don't need to be perfect. All right, and then we'll do one more right there. Coming to the center. So you got your daisy. Then we're going to do a little bit of a smaller one right over here. And we're just going to set the brush down again and just kind of come to the center. Again, doing 6 petals. Giving the pressure to the top of the petal and then lifting as you come down to that point. Again, pressure, rounding it off a little bit and bringing it to the center. Again, pressure, bring it to the center, pressure, bring it to the center, pressure, bring it to the center. There you go. Now I've got 2 of the daisies, and look at just as cute as the ones that I did on the nails, which I wouldn't have had to stamp, and I could have placed them better because, like I said, if you see here, look at how much better you see that green now. And you would have seen more of the green in the nail design, but it's still great, so that's fine. All right, so we've got that done. The next thing will be is to put the rhinestones in. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry and place them. And I think that'll be all I need to do, but I will need to get a smaller stone. So I'm going to use my Wheel of Color for the baby toes. Let me back up here. For the baby toes, I am going to need a smaller yellow stone. So I'm going to get my smaller ones for the baby ones. Or I will put some yellow paint into the center. Probably the yellow polish. Not sure how I'm going to do it. But like I said, you guys would have seen the front cover, so you already know. Let me get some done. I'll return. Okay, now I've got the crystals in this one. And the rest, I did just do the yellow paint in the center. I used a dotting tool and I used the polish, because I don't have the same color yellow to put in the middle, so I didn't want that to get mixed up. So I'm just using a dotting tool with a little bit of the polish here, and I'll show you. I left it open. Whoops, wrong foot. I left it open to show you. So we'll draw in again. Let me draw in here. Sorry, you guys. Gloves, gloves, gloves. Can't stand it. All right, so I'm just going to dip in with this dotting tool into the yellow paint here. This is the yellow polish that I use, so it's the same color, and just put a dot right in the center. So it gives it that, illusion that there's a stone there or whatnot. All right, then this foot, we can go ahead and glue these ones on. So we're going to get the glue here, back up here. And like I said, wipe a lot of it off out of the brush here, and then just put a dot here and a dot there of glue. If you need a little bit more, just go back into the bottle and get a little bit more so you have enough. See, it's so much easier. I don't have to put it out then. You know what I mean? Just so much easier. All right, and I'm going to pick the stones up with, let me get rid of this dotting tool. Pick up these stones here. I want this deep mustard color. or more of a mustard color. We're going to put that in the center there. And grab one more mustard color one. Whoops. Get that out of the way here. Come on. Of course, it's giving me trouble. Okay. Then put that one right in the center there. Like that. And I hope I'm not off of camera here. Nope. Okay. And push it down. All right. And then just kind of center that one a little bit better. Perfect. All right, everyone. Beautiful. So everything's still worked out. Let's back up here. All right. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I didn't need to go that far. I'm going to go ahead and I can't go back in. I don't know what's wrong. The gloves just don't want to cooperate with me. I hate it. Come on. All right. I'm just going to top coat now with the Sesh Feet Dry Fast top coat. Just remember that everything is dry before you go over your image so that, before you top coat them, that your images are dry so you don't smudge them, and go over it with a very thick coat of the Sesh Feet Dry Fast or whichever Dry Fast you use, and just glide across the design, pulling out any air pockets or air bubbles around the stones. And yeah, that's it. I'll be back to show you guys the end product. Sorry, bumped it again. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done, and look at these toes. They went from hot dog toes with ketchup and mustard to some beautiful toes with the beautiful art done with the stamping plates, and then the white daisies, and of course the accent yellow toes and crystals. I absolutely love them. They look just as great as the nails I did on Monday. And I love this concept of the red and yellow together, even though at first it looked like Ronald McDonald. And now it's just a masterpiece. I love the way it turned out. I've already gotten compliments, in fact, from my neighbors. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'm super excited for you to see the Wear It Wednesday outfit that matches both the nails and the toes. Hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy, and leaning on the Lord. Everybody take care, and God bless.